Saltland Blue, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Today I'm doing a smoky eye in depth to show you how to do something sparkly and smoky. So if you'd like to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. Today I thought it would be fun to do an in-depth smoky eye look. I added a few gems because I was just like, I would like a wing, but I don't feel like doing a wing. So to start out, I am taking my Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas and Fair and a flat brush. This is a Morphe one that I've had for so long that there is no name and I don't know what it is, but I've had it for a while. And it's flat and dense and it gets the job done. So this is a no cut crease, maybe like a faux cut crease. Anyway, I'm just going to take this base and I'm going to bring it towards the bridge of my nose, underneath the brow, and I'm going to take it outwards. I do know for sure that at one point, I'm pretty sure that it said on here that this was a concealer brush. So I really like the flat concealer brushes to do carving out the crease and apply my base and things like that. I find that they're really good at that sharp, crisp, defined carve out in the crease. So now I'm going to take a fluffy Wet n Wild brush and I'm just going to, any fluffy brush will do. This is a Wet n Wild one that my mom got me, and I love to blend that base with it. So I like to just kind of get it nice and blended towards the bridge of my nose. And then I just kind of pat that base down just to make sure it's even. And then with that base that's towards the outer corner of my eye, I will extend it and just blend it in to the skin, because when I apply my foundation and concealer, this base is close enough to my skin tone that it just kind of melts in with everything. And it doesn't really leave any line or anything. This is a palette that I have owned for over a year, and just kind of in all the chaos forgot that I had. This is the Makeup Murder Lost Signal palette. I felt like it would be perfect for a smoky eye. Now mine did come a little broken and I meant to fix it and I kind of forgot about it, so there's a little busted shade at the top, but that's okay. A little alcohol to press it down will help fix it. So I'm thinking that this is like the perfect smoky eye palette because I want an intense smoke. So before I get into this palette, I am going to take this NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Black Bean, and it is a black liner type. I think it's an eyeliner. I don't know, I've had it forever. So what I'm going to do, because I want a super intense smoky eye, which would be perfect for date night, the prom, anything like that you think that like a smoky eye would be perfect, then there you have it. So I'm just gonna take it on the rounded outer bit of my eye here and kind of onto the lid, but not all the way, because I really just want to focus it right there. And then I'm gonna take this fluffy brush. This is an old Luxie brush. I bought it off of eBay like years ago. There's nothing on it. It's like a tapered blending brush. There's a little bit left. Oh, wait. The 261 or 221 small tapered blending brush. So with that, I'm just gonna kind of diffuse that liner there, but this will really help to intensify a dark eyeshadow. And I'm just gonna kind of drag that down into the crease just a little bit. Okay, to start out, I'm gonna take this Makeup Shack T2 brush and the shade, well, I don't know if there's a shade name, but it is the top left black shade in this palette. And what I'm gonna do is just start to apply it to the black base. So if you didn't want to use an eyeliner, there are bases. I couldn't find mine from Beauty Creations. My desk is a mess. But I have the Beauty Creations Cosmetics base. And there are like P. Louise, I believe, that have black bases. Really anything like that will work. And it's also a step that you don't have to do. I just wanted to be extra and have a super dramatic blend. So I'm just adding this, kind of building my shape. I'm not really worried about how it looks right now because I will go in a little bit and touch it up. I'm just gonna add a little bit into the crease because this is our depth shade and our drama. But I did choose some dramatic sparkles because I needed the sparkles. Okay. I have it about how I want it. I know it looks wild. Bear with me. I love doing a smoky blend, and lately I've just been drawn to darker looks, but I try to stick with colors because once I feel like I get to doing more smoky looks, then I stick with them because I love them so much. It's the emo kid in me coming out. So now I'm going to take probably the lightest black shade that's almost gray, so like the darkest gray shade in this palette. It's the bottom row, the second one to the right, and I'm going to take that and I'm just going to stamp it onto the edges of our first shade and onto what is left of that liner or base. And I'm not super concerned with how it looks right yet. It's just building up the shape. And I'm going to take it a little bit further than I did the first shade. And then right along the edges here, I will add it. And it's going to look very, very messy for a little bit. That's okay. I'm going to make sure to come down. Alright, very wild. It's okay. We're getting there. This is the Blend Bunny Cosmetics B2 brush. I like it a lot for working with blending on the outer bit because it's more kind of tapered, but it's also dense. It's kind of like a pencil brush, but I feel like it has a little more forgiveness. So I'm going to take the almost kind of like regular gray in the palette, and I'm just going to add it to the outer edge here, right where we left off with the last shade. Then I'm just going to kind of do little baby swipes to blend it, and then back and forth just ever so lightly with the lightest amount of pressure. And I'm going to extend it just a little bit. Just gently diffuse that shade. Okay, now I'm cleaning that brush off, and I'm going to go into the third to the last shade on the bottom row. And it's like a cool tone kind of gray. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start right here in the crease where I left off, where I was extending everything. And I'm going to extend it just ever so slightly. And I'm not going to take it all the way to the bridge of my nose. I kind of am. I'm going to kind of take it where I would normally contour my nose. But when I contour my nose, I take it up towards my brow. So I'm going to just kind of take it inwards towards my nose and just kind of start to diffuse and blend out our darker shades here. Just the lightest amount of pressure. And I really, really like this palette. I have the rainbow one as well. I really need to use it sometime. Makeup and Murder has amazing products. I have the Poison Neon and Pastel Pigments, and I love them. Haven't used them in a while though, because I just moved all my stuff around, and I like misplaced them because my whole filming area is cluttered and I need to organize, and it would be a perfect excuse to organize, to find things to use that I haven't used in a while that need love. This is the Blend Bunny Cosmetics B4 brush. I'm going to take the white shade from this palette. And I'm going to start from the inner portion of my eye where we had just applied the lightest gray. And I'm going to start to diffuse it. Back and forth windshield wiping motions. Little baby blenderoo. And it's just kind of coming together nice and seamlessly. I'm going to do the same thing on the outer portion here. Just back and forth. And it really helps to make it not be very harsh, because I find that when I use a white eyeshadow to blend out all my other shades, it really makes it look a bit more airbrush, and you don't have such a harsh blend. I'm just going through and gently. Blending can be repetitive, but that's okay. We'll just go back in and touch up anything that needs to be touched up. Like right now, you can see there are a few shades that really need to be touched up. So I'm going to go back to that Blend Bunny Cosmetics B2 brush in a little bit of the lightest gray. Well, no, not that one. That's not the one. The first gray that we used, I'm going to go back into that. And I'm going to just kind of gently bring it back. So I just take a little bit and just kind of start to do the same C-shape blending. So it's like back and forth, but I'm really kind of doing like a C. And I'll just kind of add it on and kind of pat. And then when I get up towards the top, I'll just go back and forth. And then just get that C shape. Now I'm going to go into the darkest black and just start to bring it back, because we did lose some of it. So I'm just going to kind of pack this shade and then just kind of do the little C shape out here around the outer V of my eye to help blend it. Now you want to use the lightest amount of pressure. Very light. And then I'm just going to make sure everything is nice and touched up. And I didn't apply this all over the black base. So there is a bit of it that's still there that has nothing on it. So what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to take a little bit of that gray shade and kind of, I'm going to go across my nose with the brush and just kind of gently pat it onto it and just gently drag it over to diffuse it. Which really, in hindsight, from doing the other eye, this step to me was quite pointless because I did cover it with shimmer. So if you're going to add a shimmer, you can skip this step. I just wanted to do it because I did it on my other eye. And I'm going to add a little bit more of that black shade and just kind of pat it to get them blended together. And I'm going to go back to the Blend Bunny Cosmetics B4 brush and the lightest gray that we used to blend out everything. And it's going to look like I'm taking it out a little bit farther. But where I took that white eyeshadow, it really helps that even though I am kind of extending it, it makes it be less harsh. Really just kind of blending the shades together. So I'm doing back and forth, little baby blenderoos here. And I'm going to do the same thing up here. Extend it downwards and look at that. This baby blends amazingly. Because sometimes with darker eyeshadows, they can be kind of hard to get to blend out because they're intense. Which I like because I like to blend. So these ones are just dreamy. And I'm going to go back into that black shade, the first one we started with, and the same brush, the B4 brush, and just kind of intensify it just a little bit. Just baby blenderoos. I'm going to clean that off and take a little bit of the first gray and just pat it. Little baby patch, just baby. Just tiny. And you'll barely feel it. It should feel like a tickle. Just a little tickle. And I'm cleaning that brush off, and I'm going to go into the lightest gray. I got a little too much that time, so I'm tap off the excess and just really focus on softening that blend up. I feel like this would be perfect for a date night or prom, or if you just wanted to do something dramatic and fun and cute. Just any occasion, I feel like a smoky eye is good stuff. So, it's about how I want it. So what I'm going to do now is, gonna look at it, just make sure. Okay. I'm going to go into some of the Terra Moon's Cosmetics winter collection. It's beautiful, but I'm gonna use Interdimensional. That one is gorgeous, and I'm still trying to figure out if I want to do like a red lipstick or if I want to do like a black lipstick. But I feel like if it's more of a prom look, maybe like a red lipstick, or date night look, like a red lipstick. So probably do red. Anyway, so I'm gonna take Interdimensional and my finger. What I'm gonna do is accidentally flip off the camera, but I don't mean it like that, y'all. I'm just gonna start to apply it, and I'm gonna take it up towards the crease and drag it over a little bit. Well, really pat it over towards the darkest black shade, and kind of work it up into the crease. Look at that, the shift. Oh, I love this shade so much. My husband loves this shade too. Every time I would, like when I first got this collection, I was like, what shades do I use? And he was like, that one. It was always Interdimensional. And I'd be like, can you please pick something different? Because that's the one that I always want to use, and I've been using it a lot. And he was like, okay, then this one, just find a random one. So I have my finger cleaned off because I have a wet wipe next to me for that. But I'm going to go into Moonshine, which is more of a silver, but it has like a hint of lavender. And I'm just going to take it and focus it towards that inner corner. Kind of like drag it upwards, but I'm going to tap it on the edges of Interdimensional. About like that. Get them blended together. And now I'm going to take the dough color number 14 brush. It's flat. I'm going to take a little bit more of Moonshine, and I'm going to really just kind of run that up a little bit higher and then kind of above Interdimensional just a wee bit, and just, I feel like it gives it a little extra, I don't know. My brain was like, do that. And I was like, okay, bet. So, take it up a little bit higher. Sparkles. Sparkles make the day better. Okay, let's see. Oh, I have a mess. I am going to take a tiny bit of Kama Cosmetics Galaxy Cream Flakes in Angelic, which I underestimated the shiftiness, because this is what they look like in the jar. Like gorgeous lilac, purple, blue, just like the dreamiest. And then I put it on and I was like, okay, this is kind of a vibe. So I've misplaced my brush. This happens all the time. It was sitting right in front of me the whole time. So I'm going to get a little bit of this, and it's in I'm using a Elena Badreau brush. It's just like a shader brush, and it has flakes stuck to it, so it's kind of stiff. But what I'm going to do is right here in the center, I'm going to pop that on, and it really pulls like a burgundy, but it goes well, I feel like. I just wanted to add a little bit of dimension and texture to the look. Okay, so my camera cut off. I don't quite know if it cut off at this point where I was applying the flakes, but I wanted to add a little bit of texture and dimension to the look, so I just placed it into the center of my lid. Now, for my inner corner highlight, I'm going to use the Gourmet Girls Cosmetics Radioactive Palette. It's absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to go into Raiden, and I'm going to use that for my inner corner highlight and my brow bone highlight. So I'm going to take this Melt Cosmetics M23 brush and just pop that onto the inner corner. Sparkle, sparkle, sparkle. I'm going to extend it up a little bit. There we go. And then I'm going to take it and right there under the arch of my brow, I'm going to add it and I'm going to go back and forth with it just to get it blended with the eyeshadow and be extra glowy. And this step, you can skip it if you want. I just felt like it was a little extra spicy and I wanted it to be a little spicy. So I'm going to take the Blend Bunny Cosmetics Gel Liner and I am going to take the brush, which is the liner brush, and I'm going to do like the inner corner cat eye. Kind of, I don't think it's like a wing, but I don't know if I'll be able to talk through this. I'm going to try my best. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just start right at the tear duct. Stamp it on and extend it outwards a little bit. And then from the point, I'm going to take it and bring it inwards and give it a little extra extension. Extend it, and then I'm going to take it onto the lid a little bit. Kind of like I'm tight lining, but not quite. I'm really just trying to get this into the lash line. About like this. So I think, well, I'll do the gems on, but I don't really, unless you want me to talk through it. So if you ever want me to do like a video where I'm doing the gems and you want me to talk through and kind of more so explain, then I can do it like that. But I have some gems that I ordered from Manic Gems and they're adorable. This is the Led Zeppelin music themed pack of gorgeous gems. And I am using just a few of them, like the biggest ones, to start the base of my wing. And then I'm going to take some of these gems that I got off of Amazon to kind of finish the wing because they're smaller. I'll shoosh now and bring in the music and the application. Alright, I'm going to go do the rest of my face and I'll be right back. Alright, so this is the finished look. What do you think? It's sparkly. I love it. And my earrings, I was like, which sparkles am I going to add? Found these on Hot Topics website and I have lipstick on my teeth. like always. Anyway, I found these on Hot Topics website and I thought they were so cute, and I kind of go with the dress that I'm wearing. I wanted to wear a sequiny dress because I was like, prom, date night, anything like that, smoky eye. And yeah, anyway, I just wanted to sparkle. I did use the Hot Cherry Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb Heat over top the, now I'm not sure how to pronounce this. I think it's Bichette from ColourPop. It's the lippy sticks. And yeah, so had a little red lip moment and all that good stuff. My lashes are the Ioni 3D Faux Mink lashes, Wispy Full Dramatic. They look like this in the package. I found them at the $1.25 tree. I was like, oh, this is my first time seeing them. Like, all my friends talk about them all the time. So I found these ones, some natural wispies, some super dramatic ones, some regular wispies, things like that. So I had to pick them up because I was like, all my friends say that they're good and I've never found them before. And I found them, so I was like, okay, I have to get them. But yeah, let me know what you'd like to see next down in the comments below. If you'd like to keep up my awkward face and shenanigans while I'm not here on YouTube, I'll have all my social medias linked in the description box down below. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I hope that I'll see you in the next one. Bye.